catch.
Thanks.
Well, someone's having a hard day.
Client hated my painting. Worked so hard on it.
You were born at the wrong time. No one appreciates good artists anymore.
Apparently, I'm not an artist. I'm a craftsman.
What does that make me? I crank 'em out. Give us 20 impressionist paintings of water lilies by the 31st, but don't forget to match the enclosed carpet swatches. I hate what Monet's done to my life.
You know what? He's right. It's all technique. It has no soul.
No, that's not true. It's really very good. Oh, excuse me, the door was open. I took the liberty. Well, I see that what I've heard from your other clients is true.
Oh.
Oh. Yes. Faux tortoiseshell is so difficult to do this well. You have a really light touch, a lovely light touch.
Thank you.
But that's the trick, isn't it? To lighten reality.
Or in some cases like this painting, I was trying to magnify it.
Yes, you certainly did that. I wonder, would you be available to do some work for me? Oh, I know you must be swamped with offers, but when you catch your breath, do come and see me. And there's no need to call.
Who was that? FG.
I'm not sure if this is the place. I'm looking for...
Miss Crowell, we have been expecting you.
Oh.
Well,
They're very comfortable. You should try a pair.
if you'd follow me. Won't you come this way?
Whoa.
She's waiting for you, outside.
Sorry. Oh my gosh. This place is huge.
211 acres, to be precise. If you include the stables and the paddock areas. We'll find her in the rose garden, beyond the big tree.
Very tricky, these plants. One false snip and you've lost the illusion forever. Of course, you must know all about that, don't you? Thank you so much for coming, Miss Crowell.
Oh, Faith, please.
I didn't introduce myself to you properly yesterday when we met because, well, for very good reason. I'm afraid some people like to take advantage. I'm Frances Griffin.
As in the Francis Griffin?
Yes, I'm afraid so. Come take a walk with me.
I've read a lot about your collection in the art journals.
Art was one of my late husband's great passions. And of course, it's one of mine. But my first love is my garden.
The aroma is overwhelming.
Yes. I just love living things, you know, things that you can nurture and watch grow and mature and develop. Like you, for instance. We go to the right here. You know, when you grow things in containers, they'll only grow so big. No matter how much you water and fertilize them, then you have to transplant them so that they can flourish. You, my dear, have been in a tight container too long. Here's where we turn right. Dean always takes the shortcut. You know, I've been noticing your boots. I hope you don't mind my asking, but is this how young women dress these days?
I do.
Dean, I really must get out more.
She says they are quite comfortable, madam.
Well, yes, I should hope so. They must have some redeeming virtue. Here's the entrance over here. It's been such a long time since I've been in here. Dean, open the curtains and turn on the chandelier, will you? I'd like her to see it in the light. We haven't used this ballroom since my daughter's coming out party.
When was that?
Oh, it was a long time ago. Well, it's not exactly planting you in the ground, but you'll have to admit it is a bigger container.
I'm not sure what you mean.
This room, how would you like to paint it? Yes, I thought a mural inside each one of these large panels. Of course, you'd be free to select your own theme. And take all the time you need. I want you to dazzle me with your inspiration.
Mrs. Griffin, I've never worked on a scale this large.
Now, listen. I always say, when you have the opportunity to do something, but you don't have the courage, do it anyway. The courage will come. And as far as the financial arrangements, well, you just let me know whatever you think is reasonable. I'll pay you double. Now, I'm going to leave you here alone to think about it. Come along, Dean.
Oh, the wind has come up a bit. You all right there?
I'm fine.
You want to go back inside?
No.
Good. We'll tough it out, huh? I'm saving this for a special occasion. None for you, Mr. Spencer.
Harry,
Oh, come on, come on. I thought we'd have a little toast.
I don't think I'm going to take this job. I don't feel I'm qualified.
Faith, my career may not be what it once was, but I've been in this art business for a long, long time. And I'm in a position to say that you are qualified. So there.
Harry.
Can I offer you some words of advice as an old friend? I've only regretted in my lifetime the pictures I didn't buy, the trips I didn't take, the people I didn't love. I only regretted the things I didn't do, never the things that I did.
Okay.
Believe me, this is only the beginning. Right, Mr. Spencer? Right.
Although the architecture of the ballroom is in the same classic style as the main house, in fact, it was constructed much later. The cornerstone was set at Miss Cassandra's first birthday.
Oh,
I remember the ceremony well,
so she built it for her daughter.
in a manner of speaking.
I've never been to a coming out party.
No?
Wonder what it'd be like to be a debutante. I guess having a party like that must be one of the most important nights in a young girl's life. Was it wonderful?
It was a night none of us will ever forget. Will you be needing anything else, miss?
Just ideas.
Ah, yes. That's not really my department. But I'm sure you'll think of something.
Thanks.
Hardly my best angle.
I didn't see you there, sorry.
Well, how could you with that hair in your face all the time? I've been thinking about that, and I brought you a solution.
What a pretty barrette.
Let me help you with it.
I'll drop it off when I leave work today.
Well, what do you mean drop it off? It's for you.
It's for me?
Yes, of course. Oh, and I don't know if you would wear a smock, but, you know, it's kind of a cliche, but, well, try it on. After all, the greatest artists from Michelangelo to Matisse wore smocks, so why not you? Let me see. There, looks beautiful on you. Now you look like an artist. Well, I don't want to keep you from your work. I'll see you later. Huh?
Okay.
Bye.
You missed a great party last night. I like that barrette.
Thanks.
You know, Michael, every time he sells a sculpture, he's got to spend more on the celebration.
Yeah.
He had champagne flowing like it was running out of a tap. And in the middle of the room, he had this huge ice sculpture in the shape of a fish, and at the base of it, it was filled, thanks, with caviar. And the men. There were dozens of the most beautiful men I have ever seen walking around in tuxedos. But the most amazing part? Noah's loft.
Yeah.
He transformed it. He projected images of Versailles on all 4 walls. He recreated the Hall of Mirrors. I felt like I was in the middle of it. It was an absolute ball.
That's it.
That's it.
Hold it.
Decided what you're gonna do.
I think so. I'm just roughing it in now.
What's it gonna be?
Well,
In this panel, the guests are going to be seated and talking, and some of the guests are going to be watching what's happening in this panel, where I'm going to be having them dancing. And, which do you like better, foxtrot or waltz?
Personally, I prefer the waltz.
Okay.
So you're going to do a party?
Yes, not just any party.
What a wonderful idea! A party. It's like life imitating art. Or is it art imitating life? Well, it's one or the other.
And here, what I'm going to do is, this is going to be the receiving line.
Uh-huh.
And what I'm going to need from you is photographs of who was there.
Who is where?
Right, for details. And here's where she'll enter.
Who?
Cassandra.
Cassandra.
I'm going to recreate your daughter's coming out party.
Oh, no, dear. You mustn't do that. I'm sorry. You don't understand. You see, my daughter's dead. She died that night. Excuse me.
Mrs. Griffin, I'm so sorry. I feel terrible. If I had known about your daughter, I never would have done it. Please forgive me. I'll clean it all up before I leave today. You'll never know it was there.
She died just before the guests were due to arrive. I remember the band was warming up. I could hear music in the distance as I held her in my arms, watched her slip away. They closed the gate and locked it. The party I'd been planning all of her life never happened. 1,000 candles had been placed along the paths. The trees and trellises were decorated with fresh flowers and ribbons and lanterns. I wanted it to be an enchanted garden. Like youth.
Would you like to be by yourself for a little while?
No. And I don't want you to change one bit of your conception. It's perfect.
You sure you want me to continue?
It's time. It's time to create the party that never happened.
What's all this?
Oh, a man who works for Mrs. Griffin dropped him by.
More presents?
Yeah. He said, don't be angry. It's the only way she knows how to express her gratitude. And whatever you don't want, you can give to me, your best friend, your very poor best friend.
Will you look at this stuff? It is beautiful.
Oh, wow.
What do you think?
It's not really me, but
Yeah, but when in Rome.
do as the Romans do.
Hello.
Oh, there you are.
You're just in time to join me for tea and scones.
I wanted to thank you for your generosity.
Oh, it looks lovely on you. Sit. Last night, after you left, I stopped by the ballroom to see how you're progressing. And I must say, for the most part, I was quite impressed. However, the far panel, the end of the room, I did have one small criticism. Thank you. It seems flat. You know, there's no perspective, no depth. Would you like a scone?
Thank you.
I was thinking that what you need there is a staircase.
I'll look into it.
Well, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. It's just a suggestion. Just like my daughter. She wasn't very good at accepting criticism either.
It's not that. Really, it's not that at all.
Oh, I see. I really offended you. Just forget I brought it up. Marmalade?
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
So, the work going well?
Bit of a struggle. I'm not used to having somebody watching over me like that.
Oh, a bit of a taskmaster issue?
Yeah. But I'm learning a lot from her. She's got a great eye for detail.
She had a great eye for everything.
And I do like her, I have to say, you know, in spite of all her eccentricities.
Oh. You sound as though you're having an argument with yourself. What's wrong?
She just presses certain buttons, that's all.
Oh, can you be more specific?
My mother? That's specific enough?
Oh, yeah. You know, it's funny, but you never talk about her. Do you realize that? You talk about everything else but.
Yeah, I know. I let her down. See, we didn't always see eye to eye, so I moved away. And then one day I get this call from my aunt. She said that my mom had just had a heart attack. Not to worry about it. It was a little one. She was in the hospital, but she was fine. The trouble was, she didn't turn out to be as fine as they all thought. And she died that morning. She had died, and I was on the plane flying at an altitude of 35,000 feet, drinking my complimentary beverage and watching a bad movie.
I wasn't there for her. I never got to say goodbye.
It's superb. I just love it.
Yeah?
It's so wonderful to see Cassandra come down those stairs. Like I could just walk up there and embrace her. It's just wonderful.
I think what my problem was is that I was lost in the minute details instead of concentrating on the whole overall effect.
Yes, exactly. You know, I think bringing this room back to life is bringing me back to life as well.
I'm glad.
I wish there was something I could give you to thank you for all you're doing for me.
Oh, you're already paying me very well, Mrs. Griffin.
No, I mean beyond just your work. You know, I never really pictured myself getting older. But I think being alone ages you. I think one has to be around young people to keep their spirits up. Won't you let me give you something to thank you for keeping me young?
I cannot accept any more presents, but thank you.
Oh, see? Now you've hurt my feelings. Come on, indulge me, for goodness sakes. Take off your smock and come with me. Come on. That's my girl. I hope it's not too antique for you.
It's too beautiful.
Sit down, let me put it on you. You're an artist. Nothing's too beautiful. Put your hair. That's good. There. Oh, it hangs perfectly.
I'll never take it off. Thank you, Mrs. Griffin.
Oh, call me Frances, please. You know, I've been thinking. Here I am in this huge, empty house with all these huge, empty rooms, and you're spending several hours a day driving back and forth from the city. Why don't you move out here with me for the summer while you're working on the ballroom?
Oh, I wouldn't want to impose.
What kind of imposition would it be? I mean, we're both alone. We might as well enjoy each other's company for the summer. Come on, it'd be such fun. That looks very pretty on you.
Hey, what's up?
I'm moving out there for a while.
You're kidding.
But I finished the job. I'm spending too much time commuting, so.
Boy, I wish I had a patron.
You will. You will.
Ooh, let's stop.
Let me help you, miss.
Oh,
Thank you.
thanks.
We put you on the second floor of the east wing. It's just been renovated, so you'll be quite comfortable. Yours is the third door on the left.
Thank you. Dean,
Yes, miss?
what was she like?
I beg your pardon?
Mrs. Griffin's daughter, Cassandra.
She preferred Cassie. She was lovely.
Welcome, my dear.
Well, I'll have Elizabeth come up and unpack for you.
Come, let me show you your room. I'll help you get settled. These glass panels were designed by La Ligue.
It's beautiful.
And these are Tiffany.
They're lovely.
Aren't they wonderful? Yes, I have my husband to thank for my appreciation of finer things. I don't come from money. I mean, not real money. In my house, art was considered a luxury, not a necessity.
Oh, my. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yes, isn't she wonderful? I have another one of his over there.
Another one?
Uh-huh.
This is amazing.
Yes, I'm not a religious person, but I must say when I look around at the art on these walls, it's the closest I come to a religious experience.
Yes, I know what you mean. That's not who I think it is.
Yes, it is.
Caravaggio. I've never been so close to one in my life.
My husband said those post-war years were really an exciting time. You never knew what amazing piece might pop up on the market. Of course, you had to seize the opportunity. Holt was not shy about making the high bid. He understood that to possess truly beautiful things was a way to ensure their safe future. This Degas was Cassie's favorite as a child. I suppose you wonder how I can continue to live in this house after losing my daughter here. Actually, my husband wanted to move out. He said to me one day, "Wouldn't it be better if we lived somewhere else?" I said, "No, nothing's ever going to make it be better. Besides, I feel close to Cassie here. She grew up in this house. I still feel her around me here. I need to feel that. Especially, thank you, since I'm getting older.
How did she die?
Oh, it was just a stupid, horrible accident.
What happened?
She was all dressed up for the party, but late as usual. She was rushing. She had on new high heels. When she got to the top of that stairway, she slipped somehow and fell to the bottom. Broke her neck.
How horrible for you.
Yes, it was. Did you see the Van Dyke? That's my favorite.
It's beautiful.
Thanks. I brought you the photo album you asked for.
Oh, great. What?
Oh, that's... Oh. How did you know?
Know what?
Well, the dress. I mean, that's it exactly. The one we had made for the ball.
I just drew what I pictured in my mind.
But that's amazing. I mean, it's her. The dress, the attitude, everything, but the face, of course.
Oh. Yeah, would you like to help me choose a photo?
There aren't any photos of Cassie in that book. That's just the rest of my family and some friends.
There's none?
No, you see, my husband was devastated by her death, and he couldn't bear to think of it. It was driving him crazy. He destroyed all of her pictures.
All of them?
I'm afraid so. Every trace of her broke my heart. Oh, no. My husband was a remarkable man in many ways, but he could be unspeakably cruel and violent. I hope you're not planning on putting him into the mural. I don't think Cassie would want that. Oh, I just can't get over that dress.
Without photographs, how am I gonna find her face?
The same way you found the dress.
Burnt them all?
Every picture, every photograph, every memory of her, he just gathered them up, piled them into his fireplace in his study, lit a match to them.
You're talking about a seriously unhappy man.
You're not kidding. While he watched his daughter's photographs crumble into ashes, he put a gun to his head and blew his brains out.
Take a card. Don't let me see it. All right. Put it back in, any places. All right?
Yeah.
All right.
You know what's really got me freaked is that I'm supposed to be painting a portrait of her, and I haven't got a clue what she looks like. I mean, except for a dress, which I pictured in my head. And do you believe in ESP?
Oh, sweetie. I find it much easier to believe in lucky coincidences.
It's got to be something more than that. I don't know. I feel like Cassie and I, in some way, are kindred spirits.
Well, maybe you are. Maybe you really are.
Yeah, maybe.
That your card?
No.
It's not. You sure?
Yeah.
All right. That's it.
No, sorry, Harry.
Oh, come on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is that your card?
How did you do that?
How did I do that? It's taken us 12 years to perfect that trick. You think I'm going to tell you? It's a secret.
Where have you been? I was worried about you.
I was at Harry's. You didn't need to wait up.
Well, I did. Who's Harry?
Harry's a very old friend of mine in the art world. I'm surprised the two of you haven't crossed paths. He deals in what you collect.
I don't collect. I acquire.
I don't believe it. You're actually angry?
In the future, I would appreciate it if you would extend me the common courtesy of letting me know when you're going to be out late.
Good morning, madam.
Thank you, Dave. Good morning.
Morning.
I must apologize for my behavior last night. I'm so sorry I acted like such a hen. I'm afraid I get that way sometimes. You just have to learn to ignore my moods.
Don't worry about it. At least you care.
You see, part of the problem is I'm terribly jealous. I have absolutely no talent whatsoever. And I think that people who lack talent somehow need more human interaction than people like yourself. You know, you have your art as a companion.
You must be lonely.
Well, no, not with you here now. I've just had a brainstorm. Do you think you could forget about the ballroom for one day?
You're the boss.
Thank you. Oh, no, please take that away.
Here's yours. And some for me. And what shall we drink to?
To life.
To life? To life and to art. All right, on to the sculpture garden.
This is fun. I find these statues intimidating.
Oh, don't pay any attention to them. They're just 17th century Venetian. We got them on our honeymoon. Okay, one more.
Beautiful.
Let's see. There, that's a good one.
Here I come.
Careful now. Watch out, now you're in trouble.
No, I'm almost there.
Oh, no, but look what will happen now.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, now I
You
get
can
to...
do that?
Yeah, I can do that. Now I get to knock you to kingdom come. Knocking you out of the game.
Thanks a lot.
Well, that's a wonderful thing about games. They teach you how to, if you want to win, I mean, not be sentimental about the other person's feelings. Okay, that's it. I won. I'm going home.
Well, I guess losers go back to work.
No, absolutely not. Take the rest of the day off. Enjoy yourself. Have some lemonade.
Okay. Thanks.
Just who are you? And what are you up to?
I'm a painter. I work. Please, leave me alone.
Tell me, what's your game?
Don't hurt me.
Where did you get this? Where?
It was a gift.
Give it to you. Who gave it to you?
Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me.
Hurt you? You don't fool me. Understand? Understand?
Yes.
You don't fool me.
Good evening, miss. Would you care to join Mrs. Griffin for a late supper?
I'm a little tired, thank you.
Very well. I'll extend your apologies.
glad you found Cassie's room. It was time. I knew this was going to be a big shock for you.
I am not your daughter.
Oh, no, of course you're not. I don't want you to be her. I just wanted to bring the two of you together. Look at her. You can't deny there's a connection.
There's no connection. I'm me.
No connection. Just stay there. Look, this is the dress you painted. Same gathering, same piping, same ruffles at the bottom. It's identical. Now you tell me there's no connection.
It was incredible. You know, the same dress, the same one that I painted.
Good Lord. That's weird.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the truth stops there. You know, Harry, what makes people lie like that?
The sad truth, my dear, is that most of us on this planet will behave badly sooner or later, given the opportunity. Isn't that right, Mr. Spencer? At least with pets, you know where you stand. Now, let's put this under the microscope. First of all, did she ever hurt you in any way? I mean, other than the emotional?
No, of course not.
Well, did she ever make you do something you didn't want to do?
Other than submerge my identity in her style, no, but...
Well, could be worse, you know. I've never seen you looking so well.
But, Harry, I feel manipulated. I feel used.
Yeah. I can understand that reaction, yes.
Well, what do you think I should do?
Well, I think you should finish what you started. You know, apart from Mrs. Griffith's behavior, she's given you a great opportunity. Now, you should look beyond the circumstances. You think that all those kings and queens and emperors were appropriate patrons? Well, if you do, you've got another thing coming. Their names are lost in the history books. We visit their castles and their palaces not to see them, but to see art.
You know, you're starting to sound like her. Finish with that flag?
Yeah. All right. Up we go. You know, dear, you've been given a chance to prove yourself. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. In the end, what you'll achieve is everything. Hmm? Right, let's go. Men of Harlech march to glory. Victory is hovering o'er thee. Bright-eyed freedom stands before you.
You're still avoiding the face. Jump in, make a commitment. Be bold. You look more like my Cassie every day. That's what happens. You enter her life, she enters yours. She always had that hypnotic effect on people. Tell me, is she helping you?
Helping me?
Yes, speaking to you, inspiring you, guiding you.
I don't want to talk about it.
I can feel her entering into you more and more.
Can we drop this, please?
Oh, dear. I see we've entered the terrible twos.
Enjoy your meal.
You come back here and pick up that napkin.
What?
You heard me. In my house, you will do as I say. Now pick it up. Dean, let her do it. It's not your job. Pick it up.
I don't believe you.
Thank you, dear.
Give me a break. I think I know how you feel.
Going out?
Uh-huh.
May I know where?
No?
Hello, stranger.
Hey.
Wow, you look different. Almost didn't recognize you.
Great.
I'm just kidding, you look nice. So, how you been?
It's a can of worms, Kathy.
Well, you want to go get a latte and talk about it?
Wish I could.
That's okay. I'll just leave you 20 more messages and speak to you in a couple of years.
Don't hand me that. I haven't heard from you or anybody else the entire time.
Hey, 1 minute. I can hear you checking and erasing your messages twice a day.
What? Kathy, I call my machine once a week.
Then somebody knows your code. Besides, I've been leaving you messages at the house.
You called me at...
Yeah. They keep telling me you're too busy to come to the phone.
It's Francis.
These are dry. Take them in the kitchen. Thank you. Good afternoon. What are you doing? Where are you going?
I left all the stuff you gave me on the bed except for what I'm wearing, which I will have cleaned and return to you in the morning.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You don't understand. I just had a little too much wine. I wasn't myself.
How did you get the code to my answering machine?
I just didn't want you to be distracted.
How dare you make those decisions for me?
It was for your art.
Oh.
No, but look, don't you agree that you've grown as an artist?
Yes, I've learned a lot, thank you.
Good luck with your ballroom.
No, no, you can't leave. Please.
Oh, don't beg, Francis. It doesn't suit you.
No, I will. I'll beg. Beg, I will. If that's what it takes, I'll beg. Please, babe, come back.
Call the doctor. And hurry. You're still here.
Oh, I wanted to make sure she would be all right.
She'll survive. I trust you know how to find the front door on your own.
Miss Crowell,
Yes?
Mrs. Griffin is asking for you.
No, I don't think that would be wise.
She really insists. The doctor said it would be all right.
You'll do your best not to upset her. As you found out the hard way, she does not know the boundaries of her own strength.
How are you feeling?
Sad. I think the word is sad. I was hoping that you would finish the ballroom, but I can see now that that's too much to expect. I've instructed Dean to settle up with you. It's a pity. We had such a nice friendship going, at least from my point of view.
I felt that way too.
How strange how the past tears us apart. If only we could live just in the present.
Please have Elizabeth unpack my bags.
I'll have to check with Mrs. Griffin.
Dean, I'm staying.
Dean? Who's there?
Who are you?
That's not her.
What are you doing here?
That dress. She would never wear a dress like that.
Well, I saw it in her bedroom. Who are you?
Cassie and I were going to be married.
Oh.
It never happened. We made sure of that.
I'm sorry.
What was she like?
She was remarkable. She was silly. She was electric. She was like the air after a thunderstorm. She was like you. That's what Francis saw. That's why she hired you. It's like a wonderful, wonderful trick of the eye. But you're not her.
No. I'm not.
No. She was killed a long time ago.
Killed. I thought it was an accident.
Francis has done her job well.
Who killed her?
Me.
Wait!
Is something wrong? Security heard you calling for me.
No, everything's fine, thank you.
Very good. Miss.
Well, this is fine, Dean. I love this tree. Good morning.
No? You're looking better?
Am I?
Hmm.
And how are you?
I met a man last night.
Oh?
He came into the ballroom.
What?
He said he murdered your daughter.
Dean! Dean! How could he get in the grounds?
Yes, madam?
Simon was here.
I'll speak to security right away.
Who is he?
If her father hadn't taken her to Italy skiing with him, she never would have met him. He said he was a student from Oxford. What a joke, from Oxford. When they finally came home, he followed her like the dog that he is. It was just a horrible situation. Nothing we said would make her stop seeing him. She just didn't care. She was only 16 when she met him. And he manipulated her. That's what it is. He manipulated her. There was no love there. You know, it was just greed. All he wanted was money. So I gave him some. And he took it. But that wasn't enough for him. No. We had a theft here. He took those paintings. I know he did. Of course, I can't prove it.
Why did he say he killed her?
Because he did. Indirectly. She was obsessed with him. Said she didn't want to live without him. She wouldn't even make her debut unless he was there. I tried to reason with her. She wouldn't listen to reason. Finally, I had no choice. I was forced to tell her the truth. That he was trash. That he was taking money to stay away from her. She got hysterical. She did. She just ran out of the room and I heard her scream. I ran after her. She had thrown herself down the stairs. There, now you know our family secret. Please, don't let it alter your vision of her. She was so beautiful. Like you. I better quit. Would you push me in, please? That really looks like Samantha and Celia, doesn't it?
It does indeed, madam.
And that must be Emily with that horrible cigarette in her face. There's Dr. Edwards, look. He was always such a wonderful dancer. Oh, these people from the past. I wonder where they all are. I bet a lot of them are dead. All these ghosts. It's haunting.
Your pills, madam.
Thank you, dear. You take such good care of me.
Your family was always very kind to mine, madam. Especially to my mother during her illness. God rest her soul.
Thank you. Oh, it's been so wonderful having her here. What am I gonna do when she's gone?
Sorry about the mess, darling. It's that time of month. Bills, bills, bills. Yeah, now be careful. Don't eat the fortune. What he sees in those cookies. I think they taste like cardboard myself. I wish we hadn't found that.
Custom designed one ball gown, taffeta tooling, as per photography.
Frances asked me to have it made. She felt she needed an extra roost to keep you there, to feel connected to the girl.
You said to me you'd never met her.
I've known the family for years. I even knew Cassandra. At one time, I was a much more serious player in the art business. Actually, I got to sell her some very fine pieces over the years. Do you remember that auction we went to when I wanted to bid on the Leger? Well, Frances doesn't go out very much, but she was there that afternoon. She saw you with me. She got in touch. She wanted to know more about you.
That was over a year ago. You mean to say you've been planning this with her all that time?
I think she's been looking for someone like you for a longer time than that.
So you set me up. So, she didn't choose me because I could paint her ballroom. She chose her ballroom because it was something I could paint.
I didn't think it would hurt. I still don't. I found you a patron who's given you the freedom to create, What more could an artist dream of? Now think of it. She's given you the opportunity of a lifetime. That's why I did it.
And what are you getting, Harry?
Nothing more than what's reasonable.
Just a commission.
Well, that's what I do, my dear. I find beautiful things. And if I'm lucky, I get to sell them to very rich people. I'm sorry. I needed the money. You're stronger than I am. Maybe you can resist her. I couldn't.
Miss Crowell?
What is it? What's the matter? Faith? Faith, what is it? Talk to me.
Funny thing, Cassie's old dress didn't turn out to be so old after all.
No, that was an illusion. Regretfully, I must confess that neither of us have any clairvoyant skills.
Harry. Why, Harry?
Why not? Everything that Harry did and everything that I've done has been for you.
I am not a piece of art you can buy or sell. I am a human being. How much did you pay him? How much? As much as Simon?
Not as much as I'm willing to pay you.
No!
Hear me out. I am a very rich woman. Unfortunately, I don't have long to live. I need a companion. One I can love and trust.
Trust. You talk to me about trust.
Faith, I want you to be my real daughter. Legally my heir. You would continue to live on here and you'll take care of me. And then when I'm gone, everything that I own will be yours. Don't you see? Your mother has passed on. I'm all alone. We're a perfect match. Is it too much to want a daughter who can love me? Who can find it in her heart to accept me as I am?
You can't acquire a daughter, Francis.
Where are you going?
I'm going to finish my work, and then I'm leaving.
Dean! I must go to the ballroom. That won't do. There's no life there, no warmth. It's dead. Start over. just not good enough. It's not good enough at all.
It's the best I can do.
It is not the best you can do. If it were, I wouldn't be demanding more of you. Look at it. It's all there. It's just on the surface. There's nothing behind those eyes. Cassie had sensitivity and complexity. That's not there. You haven't painted her soul. You must paint her soul. Now get to work.
Well, what do you think?
Dean?
Your breakfast, miss.
Push me closer.
Come in, madam.
Quickly. Yes. That's it. That's her. That's my Cassie. It's just what I wanted. I knew I could do it.
You? You did it.
Well, I pulled it out of you. Certainly you don't think that you were capable of painting that when you first came here. I mean, that may be your creation, but you're mine.
Is that what you said to Cassie, too?
How dare you?
Oh, boy, Simon must have been such a relief to her.
Get out! Get out of here right now! Don't even get your things. Just go. You can come back tomorrow when you get your money. We'll have them packed up for you. Just stay out of my sight! Dean, how dare she talk to me like that? How dare she?
I had to see you again.
I'm here. Oh, thank you.
I stood behind the curtain and watched you finish the mural. I finally got to see Cassie in all her glory. Thank you. The way you caught her,
descending the stairs with those haunting eyes. It made me realize a painful truth. Cassie was a part of this world, and I'm not.
Me either.
I suppose it was foolish of me to think she could ever escape. Particularly with a mother like hers. I won't be coming back here anymore. I guess you won't either.
Just tomorrow to pick up my things.
Don't. Don't go back there. Just leave. She's never through with people. That's her way. I'd like to get to know you better.
She said you stole some paintings, did you?
Does it matter?
Wait.
Sorry.
Hey, you're back.
Job's done.
Are you okay?
Now, please, just go.
Why? Why did you do it?
Oh, I changed my mind. I decided to go in a different direction. Besides, you're not much of a painter, are you? And you're certainly not an artist.
You never wanted an artist. All you wanted was a daughter.
Ah, well, you were a flop at that, too.
Look at you. Even your sickness was a lie.
Well, it worked, didn't it? Got you to stay here and finish your job. Of course, no one's ever going to see it.
Still there, Francis. You can paint over it, but it'll still be there. Because my work exists inside of me. I don't have to collect it or acquire it or dress it up in chiffon, but you can't create. All you know how to do is destroy.
Is that so?
I pity Cassandra. You never loved her. Not in the way she deserved to be loved.
How can you say I didn't love her? I gave her everything. I gave her the world.
Everything but the freedom to be herself. She must have hated you.
Don't you dare say that to me. She didn't hate me. How can you say she hated me? I poured everything I am into that girl. Everything. She was my creation. She wasn't just flesh of my flesh. I perfected her. I gave her ballet lessons for grace and equestrian lessons for strength. I gave her drawing lessons and painting lessons and music lessons. And then when she was ready, I invited the most eligible bachelors in the world here to her ball. The most important people in society were going to be here. And how did she repay me? She packed her bags and was going to leave home in her blue jeans as the people were coming in the gate. She wanted me to face them and tell them that my daughter was leaving me for that piece of...
So you pushed her down the stairs.
No, I didn't push her. I slapped her. I slapped her. I didn't mean to slap her that hard. She flew through the air. I thought she would land here. But she bounced off the wall. I heard her neck snap. Then she kept on rolling and rolling. Her arms and legs flopping wildly like a rag doll to the bottom. And when she finally stopped, I knew she was dead. No, I don't want her to be dead anymore. Please, I want her to come back. Can't you help me?
Not anymore.
Don't go. No, please. No. Dean, help me. Dean, get her. Bring her back. Quick. Bring her back.
What you did in there will never be forgotten. I thought it was a beautiful thing. Your work.
Thank you, Dean.
We all thought so. And we'll always remember it.
Cassandra!